All right, guys, what's going on? We only got a couple of hours, just like yesterday with the truck race, but it's fast cars, fast money. It's myself and Rich here to break down the Xfinity slate for you guys. They just got done qualifying, so we're gonna hop right into the guys that we like and hopefully make some more money today, like we did yesterday. But looking at these expensive guys from Briscoe down to Allgaier. I like Cindric a lot. I think he's hard to argue against. He's probably the best car in the field, and I feel probably the most confident in him maintaining his position up front. But if you want to pair him with maybe a good place differential play, I don't mind Justin Allgaier there either, starting 26th. But what about you, Rich? Who do you like out of these expensive guys?
I actually really like all of these guys, except for Tyler Reddick. Chase Briscoe, really fast in practice. He's in an SHR car running under the BJ McLeod banner basically this week. He qualified really well. Ty Gibbs, first time on this track. I think he's maybe run other series here, but first time in Xfinity car here. Starting eighth, he offers a couple PD points and should be able to fight for the win. He was really fast in practice as well. And obviously, you can't really argue against Austin Cindric. I love him this week as well. And then if we move on down here into the 9K range, Allmendinger, he was really fast in practice. He was really quick in qualifying as well. He's probably been the best quality car all year long, so I have no problems playing him. But my favorite play in this range is Noah Gregson. Starting 2030, he offers you a ton of place differential points. And these JRM cars, they didn't really show fast lap times, but Gregson and I think there's a handful of other drivers that were able to run 10 consecutive laps in practice yesterday, and he was actually the fastest driver of all of them, better than Cindric, better than Ty Gibbs. And I think Dillon was the other one that ran. So he would probably be my favorite play in this range.
Yeah, it's interesting because if you look at Gregson's, single car speed, it wasn't that good. But like Rich was saying, if you look at his long run speed, his was one of the best, if not the best car out on the track. And he starts 23rd, so there's some good place differential points baked into, that play. I really like AJ Allmendinger as well. Colleague's been really good at these 1.5s, especially Allmendinger. So similar to Cindric, I could see him getting out front and leading some laps. And even if he doesn't, he'll probably maintain his position up there and maybe clock off, some fast laps for your line. Um, Looking at Josh Berry down to Michael Annett. I really like the price of a lot of these guys. I think they're easy to fit in the line, so I don't mind Harrison Burton getting a JGR car at $8,600. I think that's a good play there. I don't mind Jeb Burton starting at 8,400. I think he'll probably be a little bit more of a lower owned play. But yeah, the Xfinity slate's interesting. There's, I think a lot of these guys are in plays. There's not really guys that I'm like too heavy on or too light on it. I think you can almost really play whoever you want. So whenever you have a good feeling about.
Yeah, in the 8K range, Josh Berry, JRM car, he's starting 18 spots, but I agree with you. I think Harrison Burton is probably the best play in this range. And then Ty Dillon, we've mentioned in other videos before, he's not getting very many opportunities this year, so he needs to make the most of the opportunities he's getting. He was quick in practice, and he qualified pretty well. I would not be surprised to see him run around the top 10 all race and maybe even finish top 5. But if we move on down here into the 7K range, Riley Herbst, fastest in practice and had the fastest qualifying time. And I'm sitting here watching Cup qualifying as well, and I believe he's got the fastest time of the day out of anybody so far. So he's got a fast car. There's a lot of other cars behind him that could pass him, but I would expect him to dominate the early part of this race, as the other guys will probably need to work on their cars a little bit. And then Brandon Brown starting 32nd. He was running top 17, I think, in practice times. So he should be able to move up and offers a ton of place differential upside.
Yeah, the fact that they have practice and qualifying this week is another thing to note. Is there's no competition caution. So whoever gets that early lead has a longer stint basically to earn you some more points. And Riley Herbst is in the prime position to do that starting first. We've seen how fast that car is in clean air, and if he can maintain his spot, he could lead an early part of the race. And even if he doesn't, his car has shown good speed. Similarly with what's it, Briscoe. Couldn't think of his name there for a second, but those two cars are the SHR cars this week, and I think having Briscoe in the field is only going to benefit Herps because they can kind of bounce notes off of each other. And then I agree. I think Brandon Brown kind of slipped up a little bit in qualifying. I think starting 32nd, he should easily move way forward from there. So I think that's an easy place differential play. You automatically just plug in your line. And then looking at Moffitt down to Earnhardt. If you need some price savings, I think Moffitt's in some pretty good equipment. Clements starts 6th. That's probably a little bit too high. Josh Williams, it's interesting. DraftKings said he was out and then he's back in, so I'm not really sure what the heck is going on there, but that's a decent car starting. I guess we have LeBay and Williams both starting 34th, so we'll update that. But yeah, no worries. But yeah, I don't mind Williams if he's actually running and sponsored, which looks like he is. So
yeah, in this range, Brett Moffitt is probably my favorite play, and then Josh Williams as well. If he is actually racing, should offer a good amount of place differential upside. But if we move on down here to the punt range, Cody Ware in the 17 SS green light car, starting 31st, offers you some place differential, should be able to move up. And then probably my favorite value play of the entire thing is Timmy Hill, starting dead last. He should be able to move up into the top 28, top 25, and pay off that price tag with ease. Because if you watch any of the practice or the truck race yesterday, anytime guys got up into the PJ1, they were wrecking and going all over the place. So I would not be surprised to see Timmy Hill get a top 25 finish.
Yeah, my only fear with Timmy Hill, I don't know if you saw on Twitter, he posted a picture of his right rear tire. Looks like it somehow went down or was scraping against one of the bars underneath his car. So hopefully they can get that fixed and it won't be an issue for the race. But maybe look on his Twitter account and kind of look for any updates there. That would be my only fears if they can't get it fixed for whatever reason. He might not be able to continue and run the full race. But if he does, like Rich said, he should be a slam dunk play. The other guy I like is probably Cody Ware. We've seen how fast the 17 car is. Cody Ware isn't, the same type of driver as like JJ Yaley or someone else that's kind of been in that ride, but he starts 31st, and we know how much the truck series and the Xfinity series likes to wreck. So if he can survive and just move forward and get you a top 25, top 20 finish, I think that'll be a good punt play for you as well. But that's gonna be it for the Xfinity series. Thank you guys again for dealing with kind of the short turnaround. We'll post this on Twitter. It's at FastCarsFM, and then we'll make sure that we try to get a cup video out for you guys for tomorrow. We have a little bit more time for that one. So best luck today.